The United States is a country that produces new singers and actresses every day. But it took a while for many American-born singers to make a name for themselves in the world. But there are some singers who have managed to win the hearts of fans all over the world in a very short time. Also, there are many singers who provide solutions to the burning issues of their fans through their songs. This is why they were able to impress the fans in a way that they will never forget. Today we hope to share information with you about a unique star who fell in love with millions of fans in such a short period of time and passed away unfortunately. His name is Xxxtentacion. We warmly invite you to stay tuned until the last second of this special video. Xxxtentacion was born on January 23, 1998. He was born in Wayne, Ricardo, Florida, USA. His parents are Jamaican. Little Ricardo has been plagued by family problems since he was a child. We also hear that there were frequent clashes between his mother and father. This little Ricardo grew up watching them fight. Once, when he was 6 years old, another man got into a fight with Ricardo's mother. However, the 6-year-old boy had tried to stab the victim. This is the best example of how tough he was when he was little. Because of this, their parents had to send Ricardo into probation at an early age. Realizing that he could no longer be with his parents, the probation officers placed his guardianship with his grandmother. Growing up with his grandmother, Ricardo's aunt laid the foundation for him to study music. She enrolls Ricardo in the school band. She also forces him to join a church choir. Here are the things that make little Ricardo force music. But he did not have much opportunity to spend his school life well. Ricardo gets into a fight with another student in the school band. It is reported that he had assaulted the student, causing severe injuries during the clash. Due to this, the principal took action to expel him from the school. During this time, Ricardo's father was convicted of drug offenses and sentenced to 9 years in prison. It was with these events that Ricardo, who was under a lot of pressure, became more and more confused. He felt that being a thug was the best thing he could do. And he was the one who was angry with everyone. He started to hate him too. It was during this time that Ricardo had to go on probation again. This probation house, known as Sheridan House, paved the way for Ricardo to leave indelible marks on music. He had the opportunity to learn several genres of music such as rock, hard rock and heavy metal in this house. It was also during this time that he turned to playing the piano and guitar. Gradually, he began to enjoy music. He used to get rid of the anger in his heart through music. Because of this, he gradually turned to singing. It was during this time that Ricardo's grandmother, who loved him dearly, tried to get Ricardo back into high school. But Ricardo is once again in conflict with the young students. He had to fall back to the old mental level. As a result, his educational journey ends there. But Ricardo did not forget to turn to music when he could not control himself. However, Ricardo decided to study music on his own and in a very short time gained the confidence that he could sing. Thus, he wanted to make a record of music in several genres, such as rock and rap. As a result of this desire, the song, Newsflock, will be released in June 2013. He was only 15 at the time. The song was widely talked about among his friends and went hand in hand with many in the community. At the same time, Ricardo uses a different name to identify himself. That is X. This X soon created a few more songs and created 2 music albums. But these are normal albums. He first created EP albums. The name of these 2 EPs is The Fallen Ice Hotel. Both albums featured rock and hip-hop genres. These were very popular among blacks. The nature of his songs was very genuine. He talked about topics like social stress, divinity among people. These were deeply ingrained in the hearts of the fans. When he was about 15 years old, this young man made a name for himself in America with his own unique identity. At the same time, his fans call him Xxxtentacion. After that, he starts releasing songs under that name. Tentacion is the Spanish word for temptation. He and his friend Unuri Musk formed a rap band called Members Only in 2014. By 2018, the group had about 15 rap singers from around the world. However, by the year 2016, Xxxtentacion was able to gain a lot of popularity on platforms like SoundCloud and Wawo. His songs became very popular on YouTube as well. In 2016, he released 2 more EPs. Both of these were very popular.
The songs on his album Willy Wonka Was a Child Murderer became popular all over America. But at the same time he has to be arrested for possessing a weapon. It was reported that he was fined US $10,000. In 2016, he was all set to release his official album. Bad Vibes Forever is set to be released in October 2016 and will be re-arrested by US security forces. That was an accusation made by his girlfriend. She had alleged that he had assaulted her. The allegation leveled by his ex-girlfriend, who was 2 months pregnant at the time, was not trivial and he had to stay under the security forces. Due to this incident, his album of songs stops halfway. However, 2017 was a very good year for Xxxtentacion. That's because his song, Look at Me, reached number 34 on the World Billboard chart and number 40 on the Canadian 100 chart. As the song became more popular, Xxxtentacion's fan base doubled and tripled. Many people started searching for him. He started talking about his songs. His songs were embraced by a large number of young people who were addicted to drugs due to stress, young people who lost their lives and family problems. Because he spoke in these songs because of such titles. At the same time, it is said that many young people listen to these songs and change their thinking. Meanwhile, in 2017, his dream album Dream, which had been a nightmare for many years, came true. That's how the album 17 was released. The album became so popular that it reached number 2 on the Billboard 200. Not only that, he was even awarded the double platinum certificate. In 2018, he released a question and answer album number 1 on the Billboard. Not only that, its flagship album, Sad, peaked at number 1 on the top 100 charts. The album became so popular that it became the only triple platinum album among the best music albums. He was only 20 years old when all this happened. However, this little Ricardo started his life in a very small place and suffered immensely more than the average person. His mental state developed as he watched what was happening in his family and became confused about Eve. He used this music to calm his mind and forget his troubles. Through this he sought solutions to his problems as well as to the problems of the society to the comfort of other people. That's why he had a huge fan base. He has over 33 million fans on YouTube. The song Sad has garnered over 1 billion views on YouTube. So, on June 18, 2018, the life story of this exceptional young man, who became hugely popular in a short span of 20 years, ended tragically. He was on his way back to buy a motorcycle when he was shot by a group of unidentified gunmen. It is reported that he had US $50,000 at that time. It is unknown at this time what he will do after leaving the post. After his death, his 17 albums won the Billboard Award for Best R&B Album. His mother had come on stage to receive the award on his behalf. It was reported by the media at the time as a very painful moment. About 2 years after Xxxtentacion's death, his popularity has not diminished. His albums are still sold worldwide. His song sales in the US alone are 68 million, and in the UK it is 7 million. There is no need for more examples to show the world how much he stole the hearts of fans all over the world in such a short period of time. Today we bring you a very brief overview of Xxxtentacion's biography. We would like to tell you to definitely listen to his songs. Then you will realize how much higher he was than other popular singers at the age of 20. So another day we will come to your house with many other things that you do not know. Remember to subscribe to us. See you again soon in a new video.